AMS2 has just dropped its most recent update, which includes a lot of AI fixes and minor bug tweaks, but also the wonderful Chevy Corvette V8. So today we're going to take that on a quick race around Long Beach and see how it drives. So no weather effects or anything today, we're just going to do a straight race. I don't have an H-pattern shifter, so this should be interesting. We're going to have to do it with the paddles. 5 red lights, and away we go. That's a lot of... oh my god, that's a lot of power. So this has only got a 4-speed gearbox. So I've got to be really careful about not changing gears too much. Obviously, no ABS, no... I might have to return that. Track limits. Where? Anyway, so this is a big old chunk of American muscle. It weighs a bloomin' ton and is very unruly to drive. As soon as you put the power down, the car just wants to kill you. It's a lot of wrestling with it. But listen to that glorious noise as you open it up. Oh man. A lot of interesting weight transfer going on here. But, you know, one thing I really do love that AMS is doing is bringing in a little bit for everyone. So these are not particularly cars that I would usually drive, but when I saw they'd drop the update and that this was part of it, I certainly wanted to just give it a try to see how these things drove, because it's so different to anything that I drive normally in the sim. I hate this corner so much on Long Beach. I don't know. I think we might have to go first here. We go for the overtake. Oh my god. That corner is always such a pain to try and get. Oh, so much wheel spin in first gear. And down the back straight. So that's the Corvette in top gear here. Just gonna take over this little Mini here. So even though I don't have a wheel that gives me a massive amount of detail, you can really feel the weight of this car through the force field. Hello, Mr. Mini. Yes, I am right towards the back of this, but it's an unusual driving experience for me. This is not something I would usually pick on a sim to drive. So there's a big learning curve here, but we're trying. I think first gear again, first car. Really just have to right, put it into second. Oh, yes, here we go. Oh my god, straight into the wall. Past one Corvette, straight into the wall. It's a little bit terrifying driving this thing. Right, up into fourth. We're going to brake about here because I genuinely don't think that just... It's a big American muscle car. Just turn in and press the go pedal. This thing is... oh my jeez, I let go of the wheel for a second there. Back into second. Second is the... there's someone going up my inside, isn't it? Oh, second is the safe gear. Little collision with the wall there. That's fine. I don't want to shift into third. Do we just turn in and hit the power? Ah, it sort of worked. A little kiss with the wall there, but... something that just doesn't feel right about driving this car with paddles, but... I don't have a shifter. I do have a clutch though, so we are kind of like clutching and then shifting with the paddle, which I'm not sure is the best way to do it. But I thought I'd give it a try. Oh, you just have to be quite precise about where you're pointing the car. And then maybe not accelerating in first gear because this thing's quite scary. It really does have some power when you get it going. Don't lock up, don't lock up, don't lock up. Nice, easy. I mean, I wasn't really in this to race. I've still got the AI set pretty high, so I always knew this was going to be one that I probably came towards the back of. But this was just to sort of try out the car, see what it was like. I want to talk about a few of the other things that Reza have supposedly fixed. They've done some AI improvements to a lot of the AI when it comes to their speed off the line in certain cars, which there were a few cars that I had noticed that the AI were really struggling to get going. Especially in the newly released RSR 911, you could really just like fly by some people. And as someone that majoritively races against AI, especially on AMS, I've never taken AMS on mine. It's nice that Reza are committed to improving the AI, because I mostly drive against the AI. I have most of my fun on this game against the AI. I think the AI are really interesting and probably some of the most dynamic that I've ever raced against in a sim. So, the fact that they're committed to continuing to fix and update the AI is really nice. So, around this, I don't know what that track limits warning is. Is it me crossing the pit exit? Anyway, down into first gear for the flower bed corner. Straight back up into second, because in first there is just way too much wheel spin and way too much chance of me killing myself via the wall. I've slowly got the hang of this car towards the last lap, and I'm miles behind the rest of the pack, but this has been, once I got a hang of it, this has been quite an enjoyable experience. It's quite a fun car to drive. You can see why a lot of people are quite happy that it's been added into the game. Once you sort of get the hang of it, and it is sort of slow it down, throw it in, just chuck the power on. And I am driving very conservatively. I'm way ahead of the people in front of me, but also way behind the people in front. Wait, that made no sense. Anyway, we come round to the hairpin for the last time in the Chevy C3, and I'm going to go into the wall here. Just avoided it. Look how much more dangerous it is in first gear. Anyway, we come across the line. I think for the cooldown lap, we'll just send it into the wall at full speed. Yeah, why not? Let's just get a big old tank slapper on. Hey, there we go. So that was just a quick look at the new added car for the update for AMS2. Just a short filler video. I'll have some more content coming later on in the next week or so. So if you enjoyed the video, just give it a like, give it a share. If not, each their own. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.